I'm going to use the word about to explain things like how a can be used for something before a word or after a word. Like if someone says, "What is it about?" and you know what it's about, you can tell them about it, because after you saw the bout, you could say out. What is out? Like something that's abnormal is what we'd say isn't normal, because before the word normal, it's adolescent body normal. Or you could say all body before normal. So then you could say, or all before normal, or the act before normal, abnormal. But then when you say about, it's the act before out, before you go. If you say, "What's it about?" and you don't know when you say about. But then if someone tells you what it's about because they went, it's their interpretation of it. So it's still less than what out was, but it's their example of what it was. So a can be used to describe something before and after. Like when we say anew, meaning before it's new. Or we can say ago, before we go. But then we say stuff like alive, as in I'm alive. I'm not alive right now. You're live, L-I-V-E. A comes before it. A, adolescent. L, here in space. I, identified, vital energy. After you die, people talk about what you did in your life. While you're alive, no one notices you. I mean, sometimes. But I don't want to go too far into that. But with the about, I think it's a good way to explain that A can be telling what it's about, and you could also ask what it's about before it happens. So that's a good example of before and after with the same letter. Most vowels can do that. Most words can do that, depending on where you use it in a sentence. So you have to pay attention not only to where the letters are, how they're used. So this is a very difficult formula for most people, but when you have it in your head, it's there. So I want to put things like this in there so that people understand, just like in math, there's variables that change it. In math, it's even hard to do some math, but this is variables that change number, or like letter math, and it's hard for people to try to get. For me to try to put it into words is hard, but for me to know it in my head, it's simple. So once people start getting it, it's going to be simple, you know. Anyway, that's it for now. We're going to make some cool videos in a little bit, and peace.